We's live. We'll see if people get the notifications and all that fun stuff because we just don't stream that often anymore, especially not this late. I haven't streamed late in a while.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We're live streaming.
Hey,
we're live streaming. It's a change. What's up, Tom? What's up? He actually got the message. I thought, he might not, because you're probably working, right? He's doing like these crappy 16s, or he's in the between a job. It's one of the two.
Hey, I know somebody else that's doing 16s. And a lot of them.
Yep. Okay, there is an aftertaste.
Told you. I didn't like it.
They changed up the party pack. You get the pink lemonade, and Mike tried to sip it, but he's like, "It's not." I'm like, I don't taste any. Yeah, there is an aftertaste when you take a decent drink. It is what it is. You're unemployed? Yeah, he's in between finding a job. Are you traveling for that job, or are you just kind of waiting? I know you were talking about you might have to travel, or you might be going to like a whole different area. And that's always a plus.
I'm trying to be unemployed. She won't let me.
Blame it on me.
I'm really trying. They just won't fire me.
Yeah, he is.
I ran out of fucks to give.
He's like, I ain't gonna do that. You're gonna fire me, right? Nah. No, you're not getting fired. We need you. You stay. He's playing Farming Simulator as well.
I'm not playing Farming Simulator. I'm looking for a mod that would make playing Farming Simulator a lot better. But I don't think they have it for console.
I don't know what any of that means. Snow's keeping you there? How much snow you got? You got we've got like melting snow. It's all going away. It's disappearing. Crazy Ann, what's up? What's up, girl?
Every time you say what's up, I want to say thumbs up and high
five. I keep wanting to too. It's like ingrained in my brain now from doing that with Gil. It's like, what's up? Thumbs up? High five?
Damn it, Gil.
Yeah, it's worn off on me. Like, it totally has. He was going to join us tonight, but then I guess Luna, his newest dog, got spayed today, and he's like, I'm just going to chill. He's like, I'm exhausted. I'm going to chill, keep an eye on her because she just got spayed, and so maybe the next time we decide to do this stuff and we decide to pull the drinks out, like, he'll join us. Mike was like, hey, want to go live? Maybe Gil will join us for a little bit too. He actually came up with the idea of going live. He had a desire to come hang out with you guys and just be typical Mike. $12 inches? That's a good... Yeah, aftertaste.
That's about what I got.
He wishes.
That's about what I got.
He wishes. That's a decent bit of snow, and then you got more coming. So, I'm not a fan of snow. I'm really not. Although I kind of want to get a decent bit of snow and go over by the sledding hill now and hook up the sleds to the RC car and just see how that works. Because that was kind of funny. Bored old fart, what's up? How you doing? I know. I'm like, I had to put my hands in my pockets because I was gonna do it. I'm like, no. Damn you, Gil. Damn you. Yeah. There's a video going around at the sledding hill by us that the hobby place hooked up some sleds to their like RC cars, and they're pulling kids around on the sleds. There's a couple smaller hills there, and that's what they're kind of using. And it looked like it was a lot of fun and it looked kind of cool. I'm like, we need to go do that. You want to make some snow angels with me? I don't like the snow. I'm not getting in the snow, Crazy Ann. I'm not. Coffee Haynes, what's up? High five. It's just weird. I like want to finish that sentence and I'm like, no, I can't. It's not my thing. That's actually Gil's thing, but it's kind of become, it's kind of come over here now too.
I need another drink.
NWI, how you doing, girl? I really wasn't expecting to see you in the live stream. Usually you're like sleeping already.
What's up, NWI?
You're gonna get you into these nighttime streams again? Gonna sit in your garage with your heater on? I got to see NWI this last weekend, and she needs to get out and hang out for a bit soon. So, what's everyone been up to? Anyone have any fun this last weekend that just passed, or anything interesting going on? We've got some dare coming our way. I'm excited about that. Yeah, high five. That's it's yeah. I want to do it. I'm like no. I'm doing okay. Hi, Mike. Just got back from. Yeah, fun times. NWI, fun times. I'm sure it was lots of fun times. If you need to talk tomorrow, give me a call.
What's up, puppies?
I am definitely not going to get to the I feel good stage tonight. I don't think. Yeah, the pink lemonade version of this isn't bad until you get the aftertaste. Then it's kind of nasty. Not much going on there. Yeah, I brought this thing that just jumped up on me to a play date today because she's been missing her golden retriever friend. So we brought her to the dog park for a play date and picked up baby today. The Ashes. And yeah, that's basically been my day. Well, and getting things together from prepping. Smirnoff. Smirnoff. Sky said she wants to be in the live stream too. She goes, I hear of the Sky Cam thing all the time. And I'm Sky, so that means I'm supposed to be in the camera.
Sky Cam.
Noisemaker Cam. He's like, I want the lovin's too. Sky is supposed to be his dog. This isn't supposed to be my dog. But for some reason, she's becoming my buddy.
This is supposed to be your dog. That's not supposed to be my
dog. Yeah, what the heck? Sky's like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be over.
Damn, dog.
She just knocked herself out pretty much.
She went cross-eyed.
Springs and ass doesn't work when she's underneath the desk. She's like, I kind of got a headache. She tried to jump up onto his lap like she was with me, but she was halfway underneath the desk and her head was still under there. So when she did it, her head smacked into the desk and not lightly. It was like if you stand up under a cabinet and you smack your head. That's exactly what she did.
You hurt your head.
She's like, yes.
You hurt your head. Oh,
they're both loud. Honestly, I think the Shepherd is louder than the Husky. The Husky has her moments where she'll like backtalk and talk and carry on. But the Shepherd, like legitimately, like he's loud. He's gonna start again. This guy's like, just pet me. My head hurts, Dad. You move too close, she's gonna end up knocking herself out again.
I get the good chair because this is my chair.
Yeah, I bought him that chair for our anniversary. We've said it in that we need to buy another one. Because once we get this downstairs done, we're setting it up so there's two separate desks, so we both kind of have a spot to work at. Trying to work on getting a new desktop.
I'm as close as I can. I'm just chilling.
I know I've tried before to move it, and that's like as far as you can go is right there.
Well, now you tipped it, so that's fine. Whatever.
If I go any further that way, it tips. Then you complain about the tip.
Whatever.
But that's the chair I bought him for our anniversary because he said he wanted a gaming chair, and I bought that one. I knew nothing about gaming chairs, but it looked like a decent chair, and reviews looked like a decent chair, and it was a winner. I want one now. It's way more comfortable than this
And I
thing.
keep telling her to buy one, but she doesn't buy one, so that's not my fault.
The only problem is that chair ain't cheap. So I keep waiting. Just the tip. Just the tip never works. Never works. Need more than the tip. Hard to hear Mike. He just needs to talk louder, I guess. I don't think I can get this much. Can get it a little bit further over. You see, we aren't set up perfectly for both of us. Eventually, we might get there.
I want to have a whole nother camera system. I want another mic.
Yeah, he has found a lot of chairs in the dumpsters, but I don't. He found a lot like the similar to the one I'm sitting in right now, and the one I'm in right now, it's not comfortable. It's an office chair. It's one of the more like expensive ones, but it's not comfortable. Like these gaming chairs like this are so much more comfortable. And most like Office Max and Office Depot, they don't really sell those nice gaming chairs. They sell office chairs. And Walmart's gaming chairs don't even compare to this. The Respawn definitely has them beat. Set 1000, what's up? Thumbs up.
I'm not doing it.
Well, then he lives in the freaking nice area for it. Like I've never seen like when we were looking for gaming chairs. Well, they did. They had like their brand, which wasn't as nice either. They're better than probably this chair that I'm currently sitting in, but they didn't have many to choose from in the stores. I had to order that one. Like I was trying to find one in the stores so I actually could give it to him on our anniversary, and I finally just told him, "You're getting a chair. You're just not going to get it till after our anniversary because it has to ship." It's nice. NWI, like I got this one on sale. I think I saved almost $100 on it, but it's a nice chair. Even Gil said he had a really nice chair before we went out there. He's like, I got a good chair. It's a good gaming chair. It's really comfortable. He sat down in our chair and he's like, okay, you got me beat. You got me beat. This is a nicer chair. But they're nice. Gaming, huh? Mike's got a farming simulator. Wants to have that farm and grow stuff and that, so farming simulator just kind of matches up.
Yeah, because I'm pissed at Call of Duty now.
Yeah. I kind of touched on what they did, but Crazy Ann plays Call of Duty all the time and they basically pissed off Mike.
I bought every game, $70 a game. I bought every game. Call of Duty can eat one.
And then they decided that he supposedly broke rules and they banned his account. Even though he hadn't played in over like probably 5 to 6 months.
They banned me for using unauthorized software. Basically cheating. I didn't play the game for at least 6 months. So how did I cheat when I wasn't playing the game?
Yeah. And then he doesn't cheat.
Then you contact them and they basically tell you to eat it. So you can eat one, Call of Duty.
And we did double check that Troy wasn't playing, but neither one of them was using cheat software, even if Troy was playing. But Troy's like, no, I never played. Troy plays other games. Fortnite.
Well, if I sit where I'm comfortable, I'm like this.
I'm against the desk. We need a second like camera at some point and a second mic. And then we could both be on the screen easily. Mike's too good for the game. He's not that good at it, but he supposedly was cheating.
I'm not that bad either.
Somehow I don't like Fortnite. There's no somehow about that, Crazy. And that is the stupidest game in the world. No offense to anyone that might like it, but
Fortnite sucks.
It's stupid. That's a battle in the house all the time. Like Mike will be like, Call of Duty's better, and the boys are like, Fortnite's better. No, definitely. I don't even play games, and I'd say Call of Duty wins.
Keep an eye on my worker.
Your worker's gonna get fired.
Oh, he's not busy, so he has to do his job.
Is that how it works?
Even though I got no money, I really shouldn't be hiring a worker.
I can watch people play. I can't even, like, Landon and Troy will go on and on and on, like, all excited about something they just did, and they're like, "Look, Mom," and I'm like, "What am I looking at? You're jumping around so you don't get, like, and then you're getting revived when you should have been dead, and I don't get it. I don't get it. What are you doing?"
They build a house and they camp in it.
And then they randomly end up with a new skin. I'm like, "Why are you a fish walking around? What the hell? What's going on here?"
Then they're driving boats on land. Like,
It doesn't make sense. And I think you got to be in the center of the storm instead of outside the storm. I thought the storm was kind of an unsafe spot. I don't know. It's just stupid. I wouldn't even use a Fortnite disc as a possible play pigeon.
I would do that.
23.
What's up, 23?
What's up? Hopefully this year we get out there. We wanted to this year. That just passed. But life just kind of happened back in October. I think for all of us, plus the weather was kind of shit. October was kind of crappy weather. So maybe when it starts getting closer to like spring and warming up where it's not too hot, like I think you said spring is good or October's good for fishing, we'll try to plan something out and me and Mike will get out there. Because I'd like to get there. I think he would too and get some good fishing in and hang out.
I want to kind of just travel around everywhere. So
Be nice to meet and stuff. It's just, yeah, the weather was kind of crap.
I really want to try to go a couple places this year, kind of get out, kind of do, even if it's not far, just do a little bit of traveling, meet some people, hang out, try some good fishing spots, and just do a little bit of stuff that's fun. Like,
I know Gil's trying to get out here in June, and he was talking about trying to get out by U23 when he comes out, so that's a possibility too. But we'll have to try like in spring if that's a good time to come out. You'll have to let me know, and we can get out there and hang out, fish, all that fun stuff. Richard Gray, what's up?
I'm also trying to get out to the Hatfield McCoy Trail system. So if anybody lives around the Hatfield McCoy Trail system area, I don't exactly know where yet, but I'm trying to get out there this year. So if you guys are around the trail system, message us.
It's like a soured lemon taste at the very end. It's not the best.
No ice fishing. Ice fishing, no good. No good.
I probably wouldn't mind ice fishing, but he doesn't like the cold at all. Like, at all. He hates the cold. Like, you ain't gonna see him out on the ice.
Yeah, we have a. I don't necessarily know if it's even safe where we live.
Yeah, we really haven't had that outrageously of cold temperatures to really freeze it up.
I want to try to go out because I know if you get like the actual pop up canopy enclosure with the heater, it's not that bad from what people say. But it's just I don't think we've had the weather to actually have some safe ice. A lot of places that are around us, we still have some of it's frozen, some of it's open water. So
yeah, I know. I was right by the one man-made lake. Yes, today I drove by there, and most of it looked frozen. But then I saw some moving water still in there. I'm like, I don't think it's thick enough. Oh yeah, set one. If it was a matter of life and death and needing to eat, we'd get food. We would get food. But just to go out there for sport and for fun, heck, who knows? Maybe we have some really good fishing in the winter by us. Well, he actually did really good a couple years ago. It was 3 years ago now. He was fishing in like December or January, and he actually caught a lot of catfish and stuff that year in those winter months. And then summer hit, and we could barely catch a thing.
I was literally fishing in a blizzard.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep. I had 2 poles, and before I could get the one back in the water, the other one was going off. Like it was that quick.
Yeah, and then like summer hit, and we could barely catch a thing. So maybe the fish by us like winter better. I don't know. Explore with Holy Cowgirl. What's up? How you doing?
Exploring with Holy Cow.
I almost said explore with Holly Cowgirl because I just saw that wrong. But yeah, like we need to get out by 23 this year. Hopefully getting out to Maine again this year. Hopefully getting out by like somewhere around the Hatfield McCoy trails. We got a lot of hopes. Let's just see what actually pans out, I guess.
I'm hoping to quit my job. Hoping to win $1 million.
$1 million would make some of this a lot easier.
I need $1 million every year for the rest of my life.
He would too. I need another one.
I need another one. You want to get me another one?
Yeah, do you have a preference?
Anything but that pink lemonade crap.
Okay, pink lemonade it is.
I'll slap you. So how's everybody doing? I don't really get on here very much live. I keep saying I'm going to change it, but yeah. I do 16-hour shifts every other day. And when I'm not doing 16s, I'm doing 8s. So what are you doing? So yeah, it's hard just trying to get videos done and then try to go live on top of it. It's pretty bad. I also want to start streaming on Twitch. So we're hoping with taxes replacing this piece of crap PC and getting a new one. Once we get a new PC, hopefully I'll be able to start streaming on Twitch.
Ooh. I don't know what his answer was. He wants to farm. What light did we shine to the ceiling?
What do you want to do instead of being a CEO? Farm. Like, I really would like to get. I want to get at least a couple hundred acres, and I would like to either do. I've talked about just doing hay, and
much better.
Just kind of having a hay farm, but I really want to get into farming, living off the land, and getting licked in the face by a dog. I've also talked about just trying to get a couple acres, like 10, maybe 20, and do market gardening. Doing market gardening with like tomatoes, lettuce.
We could definitely make money on a talking dog, possibly at this point. He's like having a whole conversation with himself. Oh, okay. you. She jumped into my chair. I want to get it 2 square miles worth of land. Yeah, he wants a lot of land, which I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad idea. I'd love to have a lot of land. Apparently, she like found a way to get closer to us without having to really do much work.
Yeah, what are you doing? I'm gonna sit in the chair too.
She goes, I'm part of the live stream now. She's a pain.
Now it's an everlasting sky camera.
That continuously wants to give kisses. She's a little bit needy in a sense. She's the broken husky, I think, because I swear she's like more clingy than most huskies, but she's got like weird traits. She's funny sometimes, other times annoying. Basically equates to 12-8. Yeah. That would be nice, but at the same time, that would be a lot to take care of. But there'd be no neighbors. I like when neighbors can't hear you scream.
It would be like 1,000 acres would be a dream come true for me.
It'd be amazing, like living in a place where scream for help and no one hears you. It's cool. I like that. We used to live on 30 or 40 acres.
It was 40.
Our nearest neighbor was pretty far from us. We had a nice big cornfield between us. That was nice. That was really nice. And honestly, the second place we lived at on the street we were on, there was just us and one other farm. So there were only 2 farms on the properties or on that street. So there wasn't much traffic. Even nicer. Yeah, hunting definitely. Hopefully next year we'll be hunting. I'm really hoping that we can figure this out and get out there, find a place to go hunt. NWI, if you know of anyone with land that may let us hunt on it or anything, like definitely get in touch with me on that. Or 23KC, you're in Indiana. We need to get out somewhere this year. We always kind of have our excuse, and it's usually part of it of we don't have the land, we don't have a spot to hunt at, so we need to find that. Huh?
I got my worker planting canola for me.
Oh, I'm like, huh?
I have a headache.
Do you know which one the Tylenol is? That one.
What do you get, one?
Dare. Yeah, he gets one. We're just wanting to hunt deer. We're getting there's a place out in Lowell, a realistic processor. I must have done something right. I called there the other day, or called there like a month ago, and they said that sometimes deer gets left, venison gets left behind, and like then they find someone that's on their list. Basically, they call you and you pay the processing fee, and it's yours. Well, I got a call today from him, and he said, "You still want venison?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Just regular cuts." I'm like, "Yeah, we'll take like sausage and jerky, that type of stuff too, but we like the ground, the steaks, the roast." And he's like, "I got a full deer in the freezer right now. Pick it up tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, what's the cost gonna be?" And he's like, "I need it out of my freezer, free." I did something right. We're getting a whole deer for free tomorrow. And that's my brother. He's from a few places in his pocket. Yeah, we're just trying to find a place that we can go. So if either one of you has an idea of a place, or yeah, we're trying to find somewhere to go. Like the downfall by U23 is if it's further, so we might have to get a hotel and actually kind of make it a little vacation for a couple days because that's a drive. But
3 or 4 day hunt.
But we need a place. Yeah, that was a pure. I don't know how we got that lucky. We did something right, because it was like, so you went from us paying the processing fee to, hey, it's yours. Okay. So I got to go pick that up tomorrow. I don't know how big of a deer it was. I don't know. I'm excited. It could have been a yearling or a younger deer. He didn't really say size, but I'll take whatever we're gonna get. And that's him. And hopefully it would be nice if he ends up calling me with another one. If we can get 2, that'll tide us over for the year, basically, at least. 1 will be nice though. Younger the better. Yeah, we got it depends on how the hunter was. That's the downfall to getting them like this. We don't know if they're gonna have a gamier taste because of certain aspects, but it is what it is. You're getting it for free. We'll find ways to doctor it up if we have to. But we've gotten young deer, and yeah, there's no gamey to them at all. But the one guy we've gotten venison from, he knows how to process it, and he's had both young and older, and we've not had a gamey issue at all. Everything we've had, none of it had a gamey taste to it. Yeah, that would be awesome, NWI. If one of those places, if there's a chance that we could hunt them, that would be awesome. Lowell isn't a bad drive at all. But yeah, if he is able to get us in, or you're able to get us in for next year, that would be awesome.
Troy cam. Whoa! Not paying attention. One drive. Hey. Oops. I don't know.
Troy's gonna be the quiet one. Sue Ann says hi, Troy. Oh, he's not even gonna talk. He's gonna go hi.
Oh.
You flipped your truck.
I didn't know you could do that in this game.
He flipped his truck.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know that they were all different colors.
This tastes so much better than the pink lemonade.
I know. I just drank one.
I know. There's only one left of this kind now. That's why I got one. I was having at least one of the green apples.
Why are you hitting my chair?
Ann says, "Hi, Troy." If you can hear the whisper. Yeah, he flipped his farm truck. It doesn't look like there's any damage, though. If only that was reality. Why do cars have to get damaged when you, like, hit things? Did you hear about the semi on 65? The chase? I don't know how. I don't even know if they're opened up yet. They were, like, all shut down. Raven the Blackbird, what's up?
Thumbs up.
High five. That's ingrained in my mind. Like, it's like we have to do that, but
Damn it, Gil.
he screwed it up. Now, technically, Gil and I are supposed to be going live on Wednesdays now. So maybe I'll be live again tomorrow. Maybe Mike will join. I don't know. Maybe Mike and Gil will go live.
Mike is actually off tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe me, Gil, and Mike will go live, or maybe Mike will decide to go live with Gil.
Maybe. I've been debating.
About what?
Going in.
Why would you go in? He's messed up in the head.
Overtime?
Why would you go in?
Because I want a truck and a trailer and a four-wheeler and a farmland and hundreds of acres. And
then he wants to quit at the same time.
I just got a collectible.
Ooh, collectible.
Smirnoff. We got Smirnoff Ice.
Oh, is that
We also have Captain Morgan. We have Iced Tea. We have Miller Lite. We have Rolling Rock. We have IPAs.
Lots of wine. Dwayne Watka, what's up?
All the alcohol we have, you would think we drink a lot.
I haven't really drank. Well, I had wine one night since Gil had been here, but that was really the last time I drank. Other than that, was when Gil was here.
This is only the third day in a row for me.
That did not sound good.
I'm going for a week straight.
That did not sound good. It's the green apple flavor. Smirnoff Ice, green apple.
The green apple Smirnoff's really, really
good. It's good.
If you guys haven't tried it, you should.
It's like a grape. Green apple Jolly Rancher.
It's not grape, it's green.
I was going to call it grape. I was going to say it's like a grape Jolly. No, it's like a green apple Jolly Rancher. It's good.
We also have screwdriver flavor, the original flavor.
Pink lemonade, which is nasty.
Yes. But all pink lemonade is nasty, so.
You should have. Anytime, girl. Stop here, hang out, stay the night. I don't care. You're welcome to stay here. Hey, I got air mattresses, a couch.
You're one of only 2 people on YouTube that know where we live. Gil's the other one, so.
And NWI is like, yeah, I knew where you lived, and then Krystal's like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have given you the address. Oh well, I guess you know it now. I'd been to her house at least 4 times at that point. I'm like,
Well, not that I care, but the nice thing with Gil is you don't have to worry about him just stopping him randomly. Because it is literally a 24-hour drive.
He's if he's not active on anything for 24 hours, then I'm gonna start worrying about it. Gene Hassenballer, what's up?
I thought you were gonna say House and Balls.
House and Balls, huh?
Yeah, that's where I saw you going.
So I guess that's your new nickname, Gene. It's Gene House and Balls.
Oh, I got all these commands for nicknames. I forgot about them.
Yeah, I don't even remember any of them anymore.
I don't either. But I can look them up.
Dumpy Dump, I know, is one of them. Hey, girl, you could have stayed the night. No, really, though, you're always welcome, NWI. Gil Skills! I'm up. You can come up on panel if you want.
Gills! Thumbs up.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you've like fucked us up there. We keep wanting to say thumbs up and high five to everyone.
I don't even go live with you and I'm doing it.
He's like, thumbs up. Thumbs, what the fuck?
You've wrecked my mind frame. I can't get out of it.
Sure. Okay, I'll send you a link. Link is getting sent. We had asked Gil if he wanted to join earlier, and then he said, "No, I'm gonna keep an eye on Luna and just kind of chill."
They're like, hey, you want to go live? He goes, no, you're losers.
Fuck yeah. So he said there, he's like, I was in the background while you were talking about me not being able to pop in, and it's a nice thing. He's like, I wish I was closer. I see those fucking dinners. I want those dinners. He saw the steak the other night, and he goes, I'll come over and eat. I'm like, yeah, you would never leave the freaking house if you were coming over for dinner every night.
We got a visitor.
Yeah.
What's up? Thumbs up. High five. I better put us into the wide frame, otherwise we cut Mike totally off. Sky wants to be in the video too. You're muted again.
Somebody's having mic issues.
Damn it. You played the damn video game earlier. You did it again.
Yeah, now he's got the confused look.
Fuck, what did I do this time?
What do I do?
He's like, I don't know. See, I say it's whatever he's doing when he plays the video game, it screws it up. Now we see if it worked.
I'm playing with buttons.
Playing with buttons, you're good at that. Can we hear you now?
Can you?
Yes, we hear you now.
That was weird.
What are you doing?
It did it last time too.
What are you doing?
It was weird then.
She wants to say hi.
See, we
Weird
had
now.
chicken tacos a friend made tonight. Like my friend, I've been helping her do a clean out, and so like as a thank you, like randomly she'll make dinner for us, and I'm like, I'm not gonna turn it down. And it's good. Sky wants to be part of the video tonight.
It's all good.
Our Sky is like turning into a camera hog.
Very, very photogenic.
She went on a play date today.
Yeah. So the truth of the matter is, yes, Luna did get fixed today, and Luna, I wanted to keep an eye on her because she was being extremely whiny. Now she's in with Mama in the bedroom, and I've taken a little bit of a nap, and you went live 2 hours after you said you were going to, and here we are.
Yeah. See, yeah, we're good at that.
Yeah.
Well, I had to pick Autumn up from school, from Taekwondo. And then I had to pick up the dinner that my friend made. And yeah, that's where we're at.
That's all good though. I'm glad I'm glad I was able to make it.
So when you messaged me and said like you're gonna skip out, I'm like, I get it. And at that point I was like messaging you to say, hey, it's probably gonna be like another 45 minutes. And then yeah. You're loud. He sounds not any louder on our end because we just have him coming through the speakers, but that doesn't mean he's not. I don't know.
Oh, Raven just likes to complain.
Oh, Raven's just one of those. You got to complain about something.
He's one of those people that likes to complain. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
So, Gil, you might know this answer. If we were to do a live stream like this and play music, obviously that's a copyright thing. If we didn't have it monetized, would we be able to do that, especially if we were just to delete the stream afterwards?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yes, you could do that.
You
could do that regardless. You wouldn't get striked. You would just get whacked with a monetization thing. It would be you would be ineligible. I just got up, by the way. It would be ineligible for monetization for you. It would automatically go to the artist.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't get hit with a strike. It's just one of those, oh, you're using someone's music, they're getting the money.
Yeah. Well, Mike wanted
you're fine. You could use it.
Mike had wanted to play some music, but then we weren't sure how that all worked.
Yeah. Of course, it also depends on the artist. Like when I played Civilization 6, I played in the first live stream, I played the opening intro. the music in that opening intro to Civ 6, I got whacked with. Oh. Like I said, it wasn't a strike. It's just I wasn't able to monetize it. That's all.
NWI, next time I make wings, you come your ass on over and have wings with us.
Yes, Gil.
And mind you, I did drop you off some truffles, so I bring you food.
I would make you dinner, but I don't think you would like gourmet ramen. No.
Or Chef Boyardee from the can.
Well, you know, I do make some good meals when I'm.
Oh, get down.
The problem is it's hard to get everybody together to eat, so that's why I don't really make dinner or cook very much.
So he instead watches my pictures. He's like, "Ooh, that looks better than my Chef Boyardee."
Everything you make looks better than my Chef Boyardee. You're just 1,200 damn miles away.
He's like, "I would be having dinner at your house every fucking night."
Every damn time she sends me a picture, I'm like, I'm jealous of that guy Dean and Mike and Troy. And Autumn.
Yeah, that was good. That's something we'll have to make when you come next.
And everybody. Yes.
Bossy!
Bossy.
Hey, girly. It's good, Arvo. It's so
Going
weird.
on. Hey, Blake.
Gene, I'm sorry to hear about your pets, too. Like, we just lost our golden retriever a week ago. So.
Did you see that picture, Gil, of that steak and noodles I made?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Krystal shocked the hell out of me. She even sends the ones you cook.
I'm like, Mike cooked dinner for me tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, that looks good too.
And surprised it was delicious. That's what she said.
It was delicious. He can cook. He really can cook. He just doesn't get the chance to do it often because of his work schedule.
I am arguably better than Krystal.
Well, you're gonna have the chance to. You're gonna have the chance to prove that this year. I'm coming back out.
Blake Hurst, what's up? Bossy, the gang is back. I need to start going live more at night again. I really do. I miss hanging out with you guys. I do. I miss my bossy girl.
We miss you, Krystal. We totally miss you, and I miss rewatching the live streams the next day during work hours.
He'd be like, there's no live stream to watch. What the hell?
That was one of the things I would do. I wouldn't be able to stay up during stream because you love to stream late. So I'd do it the next day.
Bossy's the king now. She's the queen. 23, the queen. Last week did kind of suck, Gene. That was rough. Cancer came back, so that was rough. We just picked her up today. She came home today. If I fall, well, Bossy, no falling, no walking in poles or trees either. Like, I'd laugh. If you message me and tell me you walked into a pole, I'm gonna laugh.
I'll laugh if you say you walked into a kangaroo.
He's going even further and he's like, kangaroo. If you walk into a kangaroo, then that's great.
I would have to laugh too if you walked into a kangaroo. I mean, the statistics on that just I'd buy a Powerball ticket if that happened.
I need the video if it happens. Yeah. Gene, I need to get back on track. Like we've been really doing a lot of stuff to try to become more self-sufficient. And it's like there's always something to do. And I am working on things through the day. By the time 10, 11 o'clock at night hits, I'm exhausted. Like, I'm just ready for bed. Like, no part of me wants to stay up. And so I need to get back on track with it, though, and at least start going live more. Tiger Muskie, what's up?
Well, let's face facts. Life stuff, family stuff, that all came to the forefront because there was a lot going on. And you guys are always good with your priorities. I mean, not that YouTube isn't a priority. You guys are a priority. It's just that it had to be a little shifting around.
He goes like, I don't know how to say this. Just you prioritize what you got to prioritize.
Yeah, it's like the hot dogs. You know what I mean? They cook faster than the damn hamburgers, so you got to put them on the back burners. You guys are the damn hot dogs, okay?
We're the weeders, huh? We're the weeders.
Or the brats. I love a good brat.
We don't have Uber hop out of Roo. will they beat you up in the process of hopping on them? Because I've heard they're pretty aggressive with those back feet.
Have you seen those YouTube videos of people boxing kangaroos?
Yeah.
Those things, I saw some photos and some videos, and it looked like it was Photoshop, but those things are jacked.
Yeah. They'll square off with you too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to go to Australia still. I think it would be kind of cool to see the animals out there and just everything. I'd love to go to Australia, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever happen.
I only want to go to box a kangaroo.
We found a reason for him to go. So is there a place to box kangaroos, Bossy? If we come out there, can he box a kangaroo?
You know what would be funny is if I get my ass kicked by it.
I want to
remember Krystal had the real problems. We all got the real problems, girl. There's real problems for every last one of us. We all get fucked every once in a while.
I wish.
Box kangaroo?
Thanks,
Perfect,
Krystal.
perfect one there, Gil.
Thanks, Krystal. So inconsiderate with your phrasing.
Gil's like, I fucking hate you right now.
It's all good.
Box kangaroo too.
He sure is all good.
It's all good. Yeah.
You know, the Huskies, did the other two dogs react to the anesthesia from getting spayed as well? Because I noticed when Sky got spayed, I remember she was like extra whiny and dopey as well. And it seemed to last like 24 hours or more.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Like she was worse than Baby or any other dog like that we've ever spayed. Like she just seemed to take longer to get over it. I don't know if it's something with the breed.
They all came home and they seemed like they were high. You know what I mean? From the
Yeah.
They'd walk around, they'd stare at walls for a little while, and that kind of stuff.
I didn't even eat for I think over 24 hours, and like food is like, I swear this dog will eat her own crap, and she really does.
Yeah. How long did you leave the cone of shame on before you took it off?
I don't think she wore it.
I don't think she had one.
I think she left her stitches alone, and since I'm for the most part home, I don't think she wore one. I might have put it on her at night just to make sure she didn't mess with it when everyone was sleeping. But during the day, I don't think she had it on.
Blake, thank you. Thanks for standing by me, buddy. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Blake's in the same shoes as Gil over there.
Yeah, I'll probably take it off tomorrow because Luna's she's a giant freaking bulldozer with that thing. Yeah.
No, Rocky was not fixed. I was gonna get him fixed, and then this whole COVID thing started, and that got canceled, and he's not been fixed. What are you barking at? There's nothing on the.
Rocky hears me. Rocky.
He's like, I hear the voice. Where is it? Because he was looking up at the sky and stuff, like he was trying to figure out where the fuck it was coming from.
Rocky. How you doing, buddy?
The males are all muscles, kind of beautiful. Yeah, the males are always. Why do they make the males prettier than the females all the time? All the time.
What men?
I get to share the seat with the dog.
Yeah. And Dad gets to share the seat.
Not a great sausage. What's up? He's like, don't fix me, please. Yeah, like he was gonna get fixed right when like all this COVID stuff started, and then like they canceled the appointment, and I could probably get him back in now, but I go back and forth because of his age. I'm like, he's kind of hitting that point where do I really want to bring him in?
Dude, he dodged a bullet.
He got to keep those balls. He goes, but those balls aren't very fun. I can't play with them.
Well.
Well, let's talk to the one that has experience, huh?
Well.
You take what you get.
Pretty much. So how have you been, Mike? I don't get to have the pleasure of being on a live stream with you here very often.
Yeah, I don't really get on much, but
It was his
Cameos,
idea
yes, but
tonight.
it's never you're never here with us, which is it's a treat to see you live.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna get on more and kind of do some more live streams, and it's hard with my job and my schedule, and
I
especially
understand.
now.
He gets
I heard,
tired.
I heard tonight was your idea.
Yeah.
He's like, let's just freaking do this. Let's just do it.
Well, when I asked Gil if he wanted to join us, he's like, if Mike wants to, like, I don't, does he want to go live? I'm like, it was his idea. I'm like, it was actually him that said, do you want to go live to me? And I went, we could.
Yeah, and then I brought up Gil.
Yep, and right after that, he goes, well, maybe we can have Gil join us for a bit, too. We could.
It all seemed to work out.
Yeah, especially with us. Everything kind of happened a lot later for us.
Which seems to have worked out, too, since you kind of took a nap.
Well, that and everything's all settled down now.
You're like, well,
keeping
since you went
the
live
dogs
later than
away from the dogs are very curious. Moon and Sky were very curious, and I had to kind of keep them away from Luna because she's very well, I mean, she would growl whenever they would get close, you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, I don't want any problems, I don't want anybody fighting. Like she doesn't want any BS right now, guys. Stay away. So yeah.
So she was being Rocky?
Pretty much.
Oh, Rocky's such a butt. NWI, I'm glad to see you in the stream. I'm glad to see Bossy in the stream and Crazy Ann and like some of my night people that I haven't seen in forever, really. Like, it's nice to see you guys.
NWI, I'm coming out again this year for my hug. I need my yearly hug. Okay.
You're coming out, eh?
See, this is what you get when you have me on a stream.
Well, no, this would have happened regardless. With you here, it's doubly as bad.
I get them just as bad as you, if
See,
not.
I walk into this shit just like you do, Krystal. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, she'll say a whopper, and I can't stop laughing for 5 minutes straight.
Just like that, we all get fucked, huh? Aviation fan, what's up?
Yeah, it's warm there. Come in. It's warm there or something. You said something like along those lines. It was funny as all shit. Anyway, moving on.
I'll be here 2 more surgeries. I know she's about to get a hip surgery. She did get a double hug the other day when I visited. I said I had to give her a hug from me and a hug from Gil.
It'll be a very delicate hug. I won't give you a bear hug, I promise. Although I am famous for the bear hugs.
He lies. He'll give you a bear hug.
No, I can't. I won't give you a bear hug if you're not up for it. I'll give you a delicately tender hug. How's that?
He's gonna stroke it lightly.
Very, very lightly. It depends on how lightly she wants to. Hey, I've got a dial, okay? From really, really light to like
okay,
vice grip. Hug.
You get to get me one now.
What you doing, Rocky? Vice grip.
Yeah, Rocky, gotta move. Yeah, except for pink lemonade if you can avoid it. Give me a screwdriver. So you just got over that? I think that everyone kind of got that wonderful video. There we go. Everyone kind of got down in dumps with that one, Aviation. That's not food. That's money. You eat that, you choke.
Hi, Sky.
Lots of money.
We'll do a game day decision on hung strength. Yeah. You can still give her a monster-sized bear hug, just very gently.
That sounds good.
You gotta take it slow and easy.
You might even get more than one hug per visit, depending on your availability and mine and all that fun stuff.
I want to jump out while it's
Sky's like being extra needy today.
We'll have
Extreme
to get
need.
together and play cards or something. Something.
The kids could play Uno attack on us.
Oh my God, Troy will kick my ass again.
No, that's Landon. No,
That
it's Troy.
That kid became he was like, I'll get you, Mr. Gill.
The wonderful C word, Raven. The wonderful C word. No, Uno attack isn't as bad as the original Uno. Original Uno, he just killed you.
Well, we played that here, don't you remember?
Uno attack we played there. That one wasn't as bad just because the games didn't last as long. Have you ever played Uno what is it called? Like the dark side Uno, where it's like if Uno flips.
I have not played it, but I've seen it being played online.
That one's pretty cool too, because you have two different decks, and like you're playing on the original deck, which is like mostly the normal cards. And then if someone plays the flip card, you have to flip your deck, which basically just flip your hand. And then you got like +5s, +8s. Like it's like extreme cards then that you have to play until you flip again. And that one's kind of cool.
You know, it's not that expensive. It's like $3 or $4 online to actually buy and download and play that game. We should do that. And we should like live stream and play that game one time, you know, and have a couple other people come on in. The commentary would probably be downright hilarious.
Oh, really?
Headache, running nose, coughing, sore throat, temperature, fatigue, no energy, felt like crap, hot and cold flashes.
Glad you're feeling better.
Hot and cold flushes. Ooh. Flashes. Really wasn't good. Well, I hope you are out of the woods or you're feeling better or in the process. That looks really good. What is that? A Mike's Hard Lemonade or something?
Smirnoff ice screwdriver.
Oh, you know, I feel a bit not prepared. I should grab like a Pepsi and an iced tea. How long are you going to be on?
I don't know. Like we said, probably hour and a half. It's about an hour in now. I'd say we're probably be on like another 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
40 minutes.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're going to end it in a couple of minutes, I'm not going to bother making myself a drink. But
yeah, I'll probably be on another 30 to 40 because we're just about at an hour now. We just opened another drink, and I think we're going good.
All right, I'll go grab myself a drink.
You were feeling
Does
sick.
anybody want anything while I'm up?
Everyone kind of got hit in the last couple weeks with something. Like it just kind of hit everyone.
I'm pretty sure I had the COVID.
Yeah.
I didn't get tested because Screw tested us, but
yeah, you know, if it's only $3 or $4, I might be interested in going ahead and getting that game because that might be fun playing that as a live stream, like you said.
They got marbles too. It's kind of fun.
Well, because he was saying you could get like the Uno game for like $3 or $4.
Yeah, marbles I think is like 8 or 7. That's kind of fun too.
But he was saying like we could play like Uno then in a live stream and like have a few other people join and then we could chat and play.
Well, if you do it like marbles, everyone in the chat can play. Everyone.
So that might be something else to look into. I want to get back to live streaming more again. So like something like that might be fun because it gives us something else we can do besides just hang out. But yeah.
Hey, you dummy.
Hey, Noisy. But Uno, yeah, I like Uno. Sky's like, I'm the good dog. She kind of is the good dog now.
Why you down here?
Yeah, I think Mike definitely probably had it around Thanksgiving. Or not Thanksgiving, around Christmas. Christmas thing, somewhere in there.
Oh, I can't do that to the chickens.
You gotta feed your chickens.
Yeah, I'm not that.
We might be able to get chickens next year.
Chickens? You're gonna get chickens?
Chickens.
We might be able to get some chickens.
Very cool.
Gil's like, how are you turning into a farm on your own property over there? It's not that big.
Actually, your backyard is bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, you actually like the first time you came over here, you really didn't go in the backyard, so you finally actually kind of saw the backyard the last time because you went all the way back there.
Yeah, it's bigger than I thought it was.
You went
What?
all the way
What
back there.
she
It's
said.
not that easy to see it.
Yeah, but he said when he went back, like actually went back there, he's like, it didn't seem this big when I was in the house looking. It seemed smaller until you get out here. It's not huge by any means, but I was looking at a couple little boxes for her ashes because the one that it comes with, like the original, like the stock one urn, it's just ugly. It's just an ugly urn. There's a couple cute like pet ones that are like $20. I was thinking I might order at some point.
For baby.
Yeah, that you can actually put her picture on it then and like a little quote or something or her name. It's not just a plain white urn that's just like got a sticker on it from the place saying her name and lot number and stuff. But I am gonna pick up at some point a shadow box and probably put one of the good pictures of her in there. Put the paw prints they took in there, and then like put her collar in there and hang it up. Now I'm just debating because she did have a handkerchief on keeping the handkerchief on it, which is filthy dirty, or just taking it off. But I don't know if I'm going to clean the handkerchief. I think the handkerchief retired with her.
I don't know why you're making plans that color's mine.
Well, I said I was going to possibly put it in the shadow box, and you said yeah.
You can't do nothing. The color's mine.
And you agreed.
Yeah, we're talking about washing the handkerchief, and I was like, no, it's mine.
No, I was just saying.
You know, it doesn't count when he's half listening. Okay.
It's mine.
Very true. He doesn't listen.
I don't. I admit it, but
I don't know if it's that we got like the ugly box. I'll call it the ugly box just because of the situation. Like, there's a nice thing with dog. Can you sit still?
no.
Her ass just hit me in the head, but she's on the back of my chair. Like, I'm literally on the edge pretty much because she's taking the other half the chair.
She's such a beautiful dog.
But they like with the when you work in law enforcement, which Mike's job is in law enforcement, the local funeral home that picks up from the vet that we go to, they don't charge for cremation. For you to get your dog's or your animal's ashes back, it's free. They don't do the general cremation like they normally would.
It's late enough.
And they don't charge you for cremation. They automatically give you back your ashes. So I think that's why we get the ugly box, because we didn't pay for it. So instead of paying like that $150, $200 for cremation, where then you also get a nice box back, you get the ugly box and your ashes back. But I can't complain. There's like quite a few cute boxes and stuff online that are like $20 and $30. I never knew that they did that.
That's cool that they treated you right like that. That's really cool.
I never knew they did that until when we had to put down Landon's cat. We didn't pay to get his ashes back originally because I'm like, I can't afford that much between euthanasia and then also getting the ashes back. It was going to cost like $300. And I'm like, I don't have that. This was unexpected. I don't have that much. And so I just paid for the euthanasia. Well, my friend works at that vet clinic. That's where I got lucky. And so she was like, called me up. She goes, you're getting the ashes back. I'm like, I didn't pay for that. And she goes, no, Mike works in law enforcement. I got it all set up. He's getting you're getting the ashes back, and you're actually getting some of your money back. Because when you pay for euthanasia, you're also paying for the cremation as well, even if it's in a group cremation.
Mm.
But it's a reduced fee compared to just getting the ashes back. And when you do it this way, you actually get that cremation amount back.
Cheers to our fur babies, past and present.
One's just anxiously staying in the stream.
So pour one out for the homies.
Yeah, like so. That's when I found out that this funeral home does that. And of course, right after that is when Autumn's rabbit decided to pass, and I called the funeral home because obviously she wasn't at the vet's office. And I'm like, What can we work out for a rabbit if we work in law enforcement? And he's like, well, I don't normally necessarily do this, but I'll do it for 50. So he cremated the rabbit for 50 because Autumn was dead set she wanted her rabbit back. Okay, we're cremating the rabbit, I guess.
Creamy cremation, gamer. Creamy cremation.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly Williamson.
I ain't saying kill. Where's Kel? There she is. I'm like, it's not showing Kel yet. What's up, Kel Williamson?
Yeah, what feed are you looking at? You looking at the StreamYard
I'm
feed?
on the
or
StreamYards,
YouTube?
and lately StreamYards has been faster than YouTube for me, but it wasn't showing her.
It seems to flip flop.
It does.
Hey.
Can we not knock things down?
I've been telling that to Luna all night. Can we not knock things down?
Well, she's got that big old lampshade on her head. What do you expect?
Told Melissa like she's a giant bulldozer tonight.
Yeah, we had two last week, Aviation Fan. It's something that you expect when you have animals, but it's still not something you prepare for.
Even when you know it's coming, it's when you do it, it's.
We knew it was coming for well over a year, and we kind of were prepared for it in that sense. But we weren't prepared for it.
It's one of the worst things to do.
My mom gets lucky. All of hers seem to pass on their own at her house. I'm like, in a sense, that would be nice. I think even, Nina passed on his own too.
Yeah.
She's doing good, Raven. She's doing good. She's in the bedroom. When she came home, she was loopy. She was very extra whiny, like Krystal said, whiny. She was spaced out. She was staring at walls, that kind of stuff. But she's been home for about 4 or 5 hours now, and she's doing better.
Matt and Eric, how are you? And Sissy, right? Sissy. I haven't streamed in forever. No, they got a daughter. I believe her name is. I think.
Well said, Mike. Well said.
I haven't streamed.
Matt and Eric, hello. Nice to meet you.
Thumbs up and high five. We got Gil on stream now. We can get away with it.
I know. It's like it's not my stream. I'm gonna look weird doing that with everybody.
We were fighting. See, I got a memory sometimes. That's good. I'm glad she's doing great.
Awesome.
Yeah, Huskies just seem to be more delicate with surgeries or something. I don't know, or they're just bigger sissies.
They're just big babies.
That wasn't intended to be said that way, but yeah.
They're big babies.
She's like, huh? Yeah, and McAfee was your baby.
I can't talk.
Big baby.
That happened. I did that once with my chocolate lab. I held her. I held her when they did the shot, and I felt her slip away. I couldn't do that again. When Eva passed away with Dane, we had to put her down. I couldn't be there.
Look, he's talking.
That messed me up for days.
The Real Paranormal Investigation and Research. What's up? Thank you.
Damn it! I'm just gonna do it.
I totally did that without thinking.
Rocky, Slappy says hello. We love you. Rocky.
Oh, Jesus, Rocky. You cannot fit up on our laps.
I think the dogs are stealing the show.
I've been fighting that urge to say thumbs up to like everyone that has come in here. And I'm like, no, we're not doing no.
Well, every time I see somebody, my hand goes up and wait.
I totally wasn't thinking. I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't.
We were doing it before you even came on.
Mike was cursing you. He's like, this isn't our thing. Damn you, Gil. Damn you.
Hey,
Even I was doing. I was like, thumbs up.
People
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. It took me a long time after I lost my black lab mix to like really like a dog again. It really did. Now I got these pains in the asses.
Yeah, I'll never do it. Aviation fan. I mean, I mean, when the time comes to put my pets, down, I won't. I can't be there. I can't.
Oh,
I just
you're gonna
can't
be
do it.
Mike? I always get to bring them in.
Well, no, I bring them in, but I can't be there when they do. Like, I can't be in the room when they do it because it really. I mean, if you'll forgive me, it really fucked me up. It messed me up for a really long time.
I'm just gonna say this from personal experience. My first dog that passed was my black lab pointer mix. That was my baby. She was like my best friend. I did not stay in the room with her because I knew I couldn't mentally take it. I regret it to this day that I left her by herself to be afraid and have to do that alone. I regret it to this day. So just keep that in mind. You will have a regret.
Well, I when we brought Eva in, I wasn't there. My daughter Cadence, God love her, she came with me. We sat. The vet came outside because Eva couldn't move. She had the liver failure. Did I know you then?
No.
Okay.
We did not. I think you had lost Eva maybe a couple months prior. You had Sky, but
Yeah.
I think I don't you did not have Eva when we started talking, but at the same time I don't think it had been that long since you had lost her.
Yeah. So they came out to the car and I went inside and waited until they were done. Came back out and then me and Katie took her home. Ironically enough, we got pulled over on the way home.
Of course.
We did. We got pulled over on the way home. The cop, poor cop, holy crap.
Cop walked up, he's like,
He so yeah, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, I'm not really sure, officer, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm sorry if I was speeding. We're on our way home. We just put our dog down. She's in the back. License and registration. All right, here you go. Here's a warning. Have a great day.
he's like, just go home. Go
Just
have
go
a couple
home,
drinks.
man.
You've
No,
had a shitty day.
Yeah, it wasn't even a written warning. It's like, yeah, just don't speed.
He's like, I don't even care what you did. Just go the hell home.
He probably went home to his wife or partner and is like, I pulled somebody over with a dead dog in their back.
This went in their list of the strangest things you found when you pulled someone over. Well, there was a dog the size of a horse in the back of one guy's car.
I figured I'd bring it up before he did. He's like, sir, there's a dead dog in the back of your car.
Sir, your dog has not gotten up. I think he might.
That dog hasn't moved, sir. No.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Comedy and humor is a coping mechanism, guys. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's I don't know if it's just pure luck on my end, but it seems I'm usually the one that ends up having to bring them in. And I said, like after baby, I'm like, next one's Mike's job, and then I'm like, damn it, the next one's probably gonna be Rocky. It's gonna be me again. I'm like, maybe with Sky, maybe it'll be Mike's job that time.
I saw pictures and weather in Tennessee, Mike, and it is very cold, snowy, and icy there right now too. Just saying.
He's like, it's not as nice as you say.
No, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, wait a minute.
It's still nicer in Tennessee.
I'm still gonna try to talk you into moving to Maine. I don't care. It could be moving day. I'm like, are you sure? You're all packed up. You could just travel east instead of south.
No, we closed on a house in Tennessee. Well, it won't sell. The market's great. It'll still sell. Just put it straight back on the market. It's good.
I understand. I jest, but yeah.
we've tossed the idea of Maine around a little bit.
Yeah, but I understand where you're at, man. I mean, if you don't like the cold, you might as well move somewhere. Yeah, might as well move somewhere where you're gonna be happy. You know,
Troy
if you're moving, you're gonna be there for a while, right? That's the intent. So
I'm hoping this is like our last move. I really don't want to do this again.
We've moved a lot in our life. I'm really hoping this will be the last one.
It's nice that we've been at this current location as long as we have, because there was I'm not even joking when I say it. I swear the 1 year, I think we moved 7 times in 1 year. It was bad. We moved at least 5 times.
I don't know about that.
We moved a lot.
That must have been somebody else.
No, like that was when we went from.
That was before you met me.
No, we went from the apartment.
No, we were at Longview.
Oh no, we were at Longview. We went to Longview. Okay, so no, it was 3 times, but that was in a matter of like 3 or 4 months. Like it was like a very short time. We went from the one farm, we went to another farm. We were only there maybe 4 weeks. And then we went to another farm. But we literally were at the one farm like 4 weeks. And we moved. We just got everything unpacked at the farm we had moved to, and we like literally had to pack it all up and move it again. And we weren't like a close distance either. It was a decent drive. That wasn't fun. That was not fun. I don't want to do that crap again.
I'm really hoping this is going to be the last one.
We've moved a lot. We have moved a lot. Eric Garcia, what's up?
Going on, Eric Garcia.
Oh my God!
She's trying to break the habit of because when we do our show together, it's like thumbs up and a high five, thumbs up and a high five.
I said technically, we should be live tomorrow. Is the typical plan for us now is Wednesdays, so we should be live tomorrow.
True.
I said, so maybe it'll be a live stream of me and you, or me, you, and Mike, or maybe it'll end up being you and Mike.
Whatever works. I don't care.
I don't know if Mike's going to be up to streaming again, but he's going to be home, so technically he could join.
I'm always up for streaming with you, Mike, whenever you want to.
Maybe it'll just be a repeat of this. It'll be all 3 of us.
That's fine. You know, we could all just shoot the breeze and drink and just catch each other on our phrasing.
Say the wrong words and it turns into a whole different thing. Yeah, hopefully, we're hoping that this next move will be our last move. Like,
we're still in flux here. Like, we don't. Like, obviously, we're here, but we don't know what we want to do. We don't know if we're going to keep this house and turn it into like a generational house and have it here for the kids and then move or have a place like in Florida or something. Or if we're going to get a camper and travel.
Okay, so wait. I'm going to stop you right now.
What?
Move to Maine. I don't know if we're going to move to Florida or something. So we moved to Maine and you're going to move to fucking Florida?
Well, we don't know. Things are in flux. You know, of course, it depends on the situation and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know.
Cold-ass Maine and he's going to go to hot-ass Florida. What the fuck?
What I'm trying to say is I don't know if I want to uproot. You know, like if I keep the home here, I'm still rooted in Maine. And I can travel, and I can be a snowbird, or I can, you have a camper. I don't know. I haven't decided. We haven't decided. Melissa's mentioned quite a few times that she'd like to move south.
This fucker just said that he doesn't know what they're gonna do, and he's like, maybe we'll keep the house in Maine and then move to Florida. And I'm like, wait. You're trying to get us to move to Maine, and you're gonna move to Florida?
What the hell?
Like I just told Krystal, now you're going to have to make me explain this all over again to Mike. So, like I told her, I was like, we've questioned this long before we've even had the discussion. Us, you and me and whatever. It's like, do we uproot and move, or do we keep our roots in Maine and then be like a snowbird? You know what I mean? That's always been on the agenda. So that's coming up. You know, now that Katie's going to be 18 soon and
He's
stuff.
trying to get us to move to Maine.
Come move to Maine. It's wonderful up here.
It's fucking cold as balls out here. We're going to Florida.
Here. Let's be honest here. Let's shove some of the sarcasm aside as I laugh while I say this. I wouldn't abandon you guys if you moved to Maine. Are you kidding? No, I wouldn't honestly do that.
He'd be like, "You moved to Maine. My nuts are frozen to my leg. I'm going to fucking Florida for a couple months."
Listen, Mike. I've worked very hard on our friendship. Okay, I would not do anything to damage it like that. I moved to Maine. I'm here, and then Bob says, "Well, we're moving to Florida. See you later." God damn it, Bob!
You might have the makings of a serial killer at that point. Like, you motherfucker, you brought me to this cold ass state to move.
You're not making it out of this cold, icy parking lot.
You brought me to the fucking frozen tundra of shit, and you're gonna move to fucking Florida?
No. Like I said, I
thought you said it wasn't that cold, Gil.
And it depends on what our kids want to do too. You know what I'm saying? I would love for my house to be like a generational house. You know, once we pay it off, you know, if my son or daughter start a family, the house is here. They have a head start. You know what I'm saying? I would like to honestly do that. But if they don't want to do that, it shapes whether, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of what ifs in the future.
Well, and you built that house, didn't you?
Yeah.
I would say I thought you did.
Yep,
Keith K, what's up?
Keith.
He built it or he paid?
You
Some builder.
I would say I think you actually had your hands in building it, or did you pay someone?
No, I assisted. I helped build it, but no, I had to hire a contractor to do it, which was an absolute asshat. You
didn't kill him, so like he couldn't have been too bad.
Damn close. He wore a sidearm. If he didn't, they were there. I could tell you stories, but I don't think now is a good time.
Monica Tiamoni Arts, what's up? I had to do it because you can see Gil doing this.
I know, I get a little fidgety. Like, oh, it's so intuitive. It's second nature now.
It pretty much is. He had the twitch going. He's like, "Oh, come on, just fucking say thumbs up already."
I gotta do it.
I'm just gonna do it without the thumbs up. Story time, Bob.
Yeah, I have stories of some of the things that guy has done, and
wow, it's amazing how much warmer that one was before.
Yes, this one came out of the fridge. That one was out for a while.
Yeah, but it hadn't been out that long. I still don't feel good.
I just finished off a bottle of this stuff. It was nice and chilled in the refrigerator.
We still got a little bit left of that. We've got.
Did you have any of it since I left? No.
I really, like I just said, up until tonight, really, I have not drank other than the bottle of wine since you were out here.
Don't worry, Bob. It'll be in the crisper waiting for you when you get here next June. Okay.
It might be.
The Rolling Rock, on the other hand, may not be here because we can't.
No, there's only like 3 left.
Bottles.
2 or 3.
I'm almost out of Rolling Rock.
You know, for a Christmas gift, I don't know, Mike, I don't know if Krystal told you this, but my father and I love Rolling Rock. We bond over this stuff. We get together and we have a few beers and we just shoot the breeze and whatever. Well, I don't like Corona. the beer. I don't like Corona, and that was his switch to while we're waiting for Rolling Rock to come back out with the bottles, right? So I decided as a Christmas gift I would scour the globe, or at least the lower 48, for anywhere that might have Rolling Rock. Well, WTF Mike in North Dakota went to his local store and found a 12-pack of it. I had him ship it up to me. He bought it. He shipped it up. I was able to give it to my dad for Christmas. We actually drank the whole thing that day. It was awesome. It was the best. He said it was the best gift he got. He loved
Monica,
it.
I would be up for it. I don't know that Mike would necessarily be up for it because he doesn't go live as often, but he actually wanted to go live tonight, so maybe, who knows?
I think that would be awesome, Monica. And to answer your question, this is Captain Morgan's Long Island iced tea.
I was gonna say Long Island iced tea. I already know what he's drinking.
Yeah, we already know because we have a bottle of it too. So.
I looked when I went and picked this stuff up. I looked at two different places because I went to the liquor store first, and they didn't like the stuff they had on the shelf with the Smirnoff. Like they wanted way too much money, and they didn't have the big packs. So then I went over to the grocery store, looked at both of them to see if I saw the Rolling Rock bottles. I saw the cans, but no bottles.
Yeah, you'll find the cans everywhere, but drinking beer out of a can sucks. I just can't. It's totally different, you know. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I agree.
Rolling Rock and Big Mickey's big mouth. Oh my gosh.
Saltwaterborn, what's up?
Thumbs up.
High five. It's good to see you.
I'm starting to feel like Mike's like way of ending every video now of peace. Like whatever, like I guess peace. Like I'm starting to feel that with the thumbs up right now. Like whatever.
We'll just do it. It's all good.
It's gonna happen anyway, ain't it?
Did you end up selling your other bike?
The R6?
Yeah.
No, it's still in the garage.
So there's still a chance for more bike vlogs in the spring/summer, right?
Probably not.
Not with that bike.
No.
I can't.
You can't get it to run.
I've tried a couple different audios, like different mics and stuff, and the bike's just so loud that I can't.
So, with me and Gil when we stream, or when Gil streams in general, it's always the thumbs up, high five. But that's not technically our thing. And it's funny because Mike doesn't typically stream with Gil, but like we started the stream and Gil wasn't on it originally. And every time we'd say hi, Mike was like the urge to do thumbs up, high five. And I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, I've almost said it a few times. And I'm trying not to. I'm like, that's a Gil thing. So completely unintentional. Got a super chat from Paranormal Broadcast. I can't think of her name right now, but she super chatted, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Thanks for the $2 thumb." And
that's why I've been like, "Damn it, Gil."
So it's kind of a laughing thing where we're like, I guess it's gonna happen anyway, right? Because like we're so used to it. Or I'm so used to doing it, and he's just used to seeing it all the time. And like when he pops into the live stream, like he hears us doing it. Yeah, Belinda. There we go. I'm like, I almost said Belinda, and I'm like, it's not Belinda. I know it's not Belinda. So
well, to put a better context on the thing, when me and Krystal started collabing, we started sharing it. Like I would do she would do the thumbs up, I would do the high five, and it just, like I said, it's like second nature to do it. I mean, like we're having a hard time not doing it.
So it's kind of a joke right now because we're laughing because it's not really like we're just kind of doing it out of a force of habit. And now it's just kind of a joke because you'll see if we don't do the thumbs up, Gil's over there. You can see him doing the Twitch like, come on already, damn it. Like, it's just that force of habit.
There have been times in our streams, like when me and Krystal were streaming, like I would have the thumbs up, the high five waiting for her thumbs up. And she'd be just talking away, not seeing
Like,
the person that
yeah.
just came in,
Or I'd see the person, but I'm finishing my conversation.
that she'd be waiting for me to like give the high five. I don't, it goes both ways.
And yes, that's the crotch rocket NWI. It's probably, I think, I could be wrong when I say this, but I'm pretty sure it's still technically going to be up for sale when spring comes around. It's just part of the problem is when we posted it, it was kind of late in the season. It was getting closer to winter. And people that did have interest, they all wanted to like really jimmy the price down. They're like, oh, so you want 3,500? We'll give you 2,500. No, it's no. I'm not taking 2,500.
People think you're desperate when you're trying to sell something like that during the winter. They try to lowball you.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I think it's still gonna end up for sale when summer comes around, or spring. But it's just a matter of I think it'll sell a lot faster when spring or summer rolls around, just because that's when people are buying. People that are buying in the winter are typically looking for that really good deal.
Well, people get that cabin fever, and spring starts coming around, seeing the bike ads and whatnot. I was like, I gotta get one.
Well, people are just starting to get their tax returns around that point, so they have the extra money in their pocket, so that helps.
I don't know. We'll see this year on the tax returns. We don't. Yeah, the IRS is going to be way behind this year.
Yeah, well, I think there's still people that didn't get last year's. I don't know, but yeah, that was his new toy, but I think I can't technically speak for Mike. He likes the bike, but he just doesn't get out there and ride it much. That's a lot of it. It's just it doesn't really get ridden much. And
if I had the schedule that allowed a little more free time, neither bike probably would have been sold. To be perfectly honest, I don't think either one of them would have been sold. But with where I'm working right now, I'm scheduled, and this is changing really fast here, but I'm scheduled 8-hour shifts. Every other day, they mandate me into a 16-hour shift, which means the days I'm not working 16, I'm trying to catch up on sleep. So getting out and riding it's just not happening right now. And I never thought I'd be at a point in my life where I wouldn't be riding. So it kind of sucks to be in the position I'm in. But to me, it made more sense to sell them if I'm not going to be using them, because I can buy another bike. You know, when things open up a little bit for me, schedule starts changing, life starts changing, the ability to buy another bike is always going to be there.
Well, we want like 2 seasons of them barely getting used, or 3 seasons. They basically sat in the garage, and it's like, why are we paying all this money into insurance and upkeep and plating them and everything just to have them sit in the garage? And then they're not wanting to start as willingly because they're just sitting. And then like, I know another thing he said to me when we brought up selling it is we want to move on to land. Well, if we move on to land, the areas where you get land, you're typically going to have the gravel roads and just not the ideal roads to ride on. So he's like, I don't know how often I would ride at that point.
It just made more sense for where I'm at in life right now.
So
I understand and respect that, Mike. I really do. It's a shame in a way, though, because I mean, I know from experience that riding is like, I know it's a passion of yours, but I also know it's a release for a lot of the stresses in life. It helps ease that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I hope that someday you're able to find the time to ride again, if that's what you want to do.
I think somewhere down the line, it's in the plans, or at least it's in the cards of life, that I'll be on a bike again at some point. I don't know what kind, I don't know when, but I'm not done with it. But I'm not done riding by any means. It's just I don't have the time right now, and it just makes more sense to me to sell the bikes and use the money for something else.
When my father ended up selling his bike, it turned me off to it. He sold his bike because he was getting older, and he didn't trust his reflexes like he used to. He had a couple of close calls, and it scared the shit out of him, to be honest. So he ended up packing it up. He sold his bike, sold my mother's bike. I bought my bike to bond with my father back in the day. You know what I mean? It was one of our huge bonding tools. So when he packed it up, it was kind of like the end of an era. I enjoy riding. It's a passion of mine, but there's no one to ride with. And I enjoy riding with people, like yourself. And my bike has sat in the garage for the last 2-3 years too. And I've wondered selling my bike too.
Well, I know you've brought it up quite a few times, and like aviation is not necessarily the battery that's the issue. It's the fact that with it sitting, like the carbs get gunked up, and then you have maintenance to fix that so that you can start it. And it's just stuff like if you're not riding them, things fail. That's literally that's things start to fail, things start needing to get fixed, and then you're putting money into them just to fix it. We just had to do the carbs on the R6 right at the end of the season, basically, and that bike was fine when we got it. It's just it's sitting, and it's not what they're meant for. They're not meant to sit constantly like that.
Right.
They got to be rode, and if you're not going to ride them, it's only a matter of time till stuff starts acting up when it's just sitting in the garage not being used. Things are going to gunk up. They're going to get corroded.
Exactly.
Nasty. So it's just one of those things. If you're not going to ride, I mean, you either got to be willing to put the money into it to keep it running, even though you're not using it, or you got to be willing to let it go to shit. And to me, neither one made sense. So
no, you're better off to take the money and find somebody that's going to enjoy it. And
well, that's a reassurance.
If you don't have the time for it, yeah.
That was a reassurance we got with the other bike that we sold, because Mike really struggled selling that one because of its like meaning. But the guy that got it messaged me, like, I want to say probably 2-3 weeks after buying it, after he fixed a couple things on it. And he's like, I didn't expect this bike to be this nice. I love this bike. I absolutely love it. So at least we know it went to someone that actually really liked the bike, because we had one guy that wanted it. And you could tell just by how he was talking, he basically was planning on fixing things up and selling it. And Blake's like, I don't want to sell it to him just to have it flipped. I don't want that. That's like, it's kind of like selling my baby to someone just so that he can give it to someone else for a higher price.
Right.
And so at least that was reassuring. But it's just, the other thing is, like, Gil, you've been here. Gil has been in our garage. Like, you guys have seen video. Probably don't get anywhere near the idea of how full our garage is. Our garage is stuffed to the brim with everything. And we try to do the baits in there, and we try to, like, Mike's been trying to work on the 4-wheelers in there and do stuff in there, but with the bike in there and everything else in there, you can't move. You can't move. It's packed.
Aviation fans, see, the thing is the tough thing is with a motorcycle, you can't. It's more of a self-serving thing than anything else. So Mike, I know I'm speaking for you a little bit, Mike, but he's got priorities, and I commend him for putting his family first, because that's what he's doing. When he's got any of his free time and he's not sleeping to recuperate, because he needs that sleep, his family comes after the sleep.
The bike just, it's not getting used. It's
right.
Like at times, like if the kids weren't here, like, and granted, I would never sell her just because, like, you're dealing with, it's an animal, and that is Mike's baby too. When he gets up there, he doesn't get up there that often anymore. But if Autumn wasn't riding and the kids weren't riding her, there'd be times I would contemplate that in my head, because why are we paying all this monthly money and I don't get up there and ride her ever? I don't really get much time with her, but it's just with her, she's actually a pet. But it's just, you have some things that are like your hobby or your passion, and you put all this money in and you don't always get the use out of them, to where why keep them just sitting there just rotting?
Just like anything else, where's the return on investment? You know what I mean? If you feel like you're getting your money's worth, then keep it. If you don't, then it's where we're at. Where he's at.
And I can tell you, aviation fan, like, I know personally a bagger is not what he enjoys, and so a bagger would get ridden even less than the R6 is going to. I think it would be a little bit different if I still had my bike.
If I could afford to have 2 bikes, a bagger would definitely be one.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it would get ridden any more than the R6.
No. The type of bike I have is not going to change the time I have. Like, it doesn't matter if I have an R6, if I have a bagger, if I have a moped. If I don't have the time to ride, it doesn't matter what bike it is. I don't have the time.
Exactly.
Like, even if we had a bagger, there's more chance that like me and him could go out more because like the R6 isn't really ideal for 2 of us to get on, but we don't really get a chance to both of us go out very often as it is because the kids. If I still had my bike and the kids were able to be left at home for a couple hours and we could just go out and cruise, I think we might use it a little bit more because then we'd both be able to go out and just kind of have some time together and just hang out and just go ride. But it's hard when you have younger kids. That's why I essentially sold my bike, is I just, with the kids, I never rode it. Why keep something sitting in the garage to never get touched?
And the Rowe family's in a position right now where the kids are young, and they, like I said, the family's coming first. When Mike has his free weekends, he's putting his family before the bike because the bike can only fit himself and maybe one other. He can't fit his whole family on the bike. You know what I mean? So that's what I was trying to say with that.
It's not that bad. Just strap on.
You know what? We'll have 2 separate sidecars. Can you imagine going down the road?
Yeah.
Raven, good night.
It's a bike with wings.
Have a good night, Raven.
An R6 with 2 separate sidecars, that would look really funny. It's just really it just comes down to the time aspect, his work schedule. He gets only, right now at least, he only gets like 2 days max off a week. Many times it's 1 day off, and he works a lot of times a 16 going into his day off, so he doesn't even get a day off. So it's the time aspect and everything else. And then we're trying to do a lot with self-sufficiency. We're trying to really branch into that stuff with what we have here. So we have even less time to do that, because when he is up, we're trying to plant what we need to plant. We're trying to do a lot of stuff that we just don't have all this free time. Get a tandem bike for everyone.
It's not an easy call to make by any stretch of the imagination, because I can relate. I'm kind of going through that myself, whether or not to sell my bike. But the fact is, you know what's going on in your life and what's more important at the time, and I commend you for doing that.
Like, we've talked about selling it. At one point, we talked about selling it and just keeping the money. Another point, we talked about selling it and maybe trying to put the money towards getting like another ATV that's like a bigger ATV. So we have 2 bigger ATVs. Like, we've had a couple talks of what we could do with the money.
Mm-hmm. The two biggest things I've talked about doing with the money from the R6 has been getting a new camera for filming videos and stuff, doing photography. I really want to start. I like taking pictures and I like shooting videos. So at one point, I had a photography company I was making a little side money with. I thought about starting a media company up and kind of doing that for some side money. And then the other option was to get another 4-wheeler. So there's other stuff that I got planned that makes more sense to me than having a bike right now. So it's one of those things you got to make a decision for yourself, and you got to make it for the best decision you can under the circumstances. And for me right now, it's not having a bike.
Well, it's like when we went to Maine, not having the 2 bigger 4-wheelers for our family wasn't ideal. So we'd like to go to Maine again. He mentioned wanting to go to Hatfield and McCoy trails. Just even going locally to us and riding. It'd be nice to have another 4-wheeler so each of us has a good one to get on and ride with one of the kids. Because the downfall is, even in Maine, no matter where you go, until they're 16, they can't ride it by themselves. So,
and that's the rule on most trail systems you go to. That's the rule everywhere you go.
And like, the plus is Autumn is about at that age, like almost there, where she'll be able to ride by herself. That's the other point where we have to kind of think too, because she doesn't feel as comfortable on our smaller quad, which she could ride that one. She likes the bigger quads better because they're automatic and they're easier for her. But I don't know if I'd want to put her on with one of the boys on the back. So it's also considering, are we going to try to get her own quad that's smaller but bigger, that's automatic.
I felt bad, so I took turns. We took turns. Like, we'll each take a turn riding that smaller four-wheeler so that, Krystal wasn't breaking her back on it all the time.
It's fun. It's a fun quad, but
It is.
It's not an all-day quad.
Yeah, it's not you being on the trails all day, going over rocks 3-4 hours at a time.
No.
Let me tell you that the day that we went, like the long day riding, I forget when we did that long day of riding, we went across that rock area that was just like, it had to have been at least a mile of just the big rocks. Mike went going there leading us on the small quad, and he made it look easy. I came back going over it, and I literally had to stop it completely like 3 times because my hand went so numb. I couldn't even tell if I was pushing the lever. I was like, I can't do this.
I don't know if you remember, but I actually stopped at one point, got off the quad, and said, "I'm still vibrating."
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the small quad. I felt, I don't know. And as weird as it is, like on the bigger quad, I felt like I was going to tip half the time, where the small quad, I felt a little safer, and I probably was safer on the big quad. But on those rocks, that small quad sucked.
I don't know if you guys are listening and reading between the lines in this conversation, but there's a lot more memories happening with like the four-wheelers, which is in Mike's consideration, their consideration to get another four-wheeler with that money. It makes a whole lot of sense. Although I'll tell you what, if you start up your own media company, that could pay in spades too.
Well, and that's another consideration. So we've got considerations. We've got things we're thinking of, like not saying like, hey, this next summer when it comes about that time where we're talking about going to Maine, do we possibly go to the place where we got our quad this last time and just say, fuck it, we're going to get another payment? Because that payment wasn't that bad. I think we paid like $125 a month until it was paid off.
Well, we paid it off quicker than we were supposed to too.
Yeah. So the payment wasn't that bad, so we might end up doing that just so we can get another bigger quad to bring with, because that would be ideal. And that payment wasn't horrible. Like, you pay, I think our minimum payment was like $125 a month, and we paid it off in 2 years. So
you're really also looking at possibly getting a newer truck, aren't you?
We want to. It's just figuring things out. Because, like, a new truck off the lot, the payments, I think, are out of the question.
I would prefer not to invest in another truck until I can get one off the lot.
Because there's a lot of considerations to put into that. And I don't know how Maine is. I know Illinois is not like that, like Indiana. But Indiana, they base, like, your registrations and your plates off of the year of your vehicle, too. So, like, if you get a newer truck, like almost new truck, you're looking at $500, $600 a year in just plates. I see this complaint all the time when people come from Illinois to Indiana online, so I know what people are paying on these new cars. They kill you.
Gotta love the excise tax.
Plus, you got the insurance on it that's going to quadruple what we're currently paying.
And used trucks aren't really ideal to purchase right now, considering some of them are more expensive than the new ones.
We used to be in Illinois, Monica. Now we're in Indiana, but we used to be in Illinois.
My family's still in Illinois.
Yeah. My mom still owns a rental in Illinois, so.
Well, still my family.
But there's just a lot of considerations in buying a truck. That's like, it's not just the payment from the dealership that we're going to have. It's the insurance that goes up and the registrations. It's not going to be cheap. So if we can barely afford to up our payments to that, we're not going to be able to afford all the other aspects of it. And last time we looked at not even as new of a truck as he's mentioned wanting, we were looking at over $300 a month in payments on that, and that wasn't even as new as he wants.
I'd really, really, really would like a brand new truck. I want to get a new boat, and then obviously the four-wheelers, trailers, I will hold them all, because it opens up a lot of adventures for us. and I don't have any regrets on life, but I really wish that we would have traveled a little bit more when we first got together and started a family. And
Or before we started a family.
yeah, but I'm at a point in life where I'm really just kind of fed up with the day-to-day bullshit, and I kind of just want to get out and I want to experience things. I want to meet people. I want to have fun. I want to make memories that I'm never going to forget. And, you know, as corny as it sounds, that's what we did up in Maine. We made memories that I'll never forget. And
we'll always remember that goddamn logging road.
Mike, are we going to try tackling that again the next time you come up?
I want to, yeah.
With some better planning? Yeah. Absolutely, then. I'm for it if you are.
I'm taking about 20 Tylenol that day.
I had an absolute blast up there. I mean, we did a lot, even though it didn't seem like it. We did a lot, and I had a lot of fun up there. And I honestly can't wait till we come back. It's not even a question of if we'll come back. It's going to be when. Like,
I'm hoping it's this year, but yeah, it just depends on everything.
You guys are always welcome. Anytime. You know that.
So what part of Illinois are you moving to, Monica? Like, we are still not far from Illinois. We're really not that far from Illinois and Indiana. All the Illinois people moved to Indiana. So be prepared. You're going to move to Indiana at some point.
We're not horribly far from Chicago suburbs or Chicago. So, like, if you're anywhere near that, you're not crazy outrageous where we can. It's close enough to meet up.
Yeah,
they're a hop, skip, and a jump away from Illinois. I can tell you that.
Yeah, like we went to North Central, so you're looking corn and soy fields everywhere. So what are some of the towns in the general area you're going towards? Like some of the more known towns. Because North Central, I'm picturing probably a couple hours from us there. But I could be wrong on that. Because I'm trying to picture. You might be semi close. You might be. Because Joliet's probably Amboy's not that far. Amboy's.
I never even heard of it. I lived in Illinois.
Amboy's out by the campground, I believe. I think so. I'm curious now. I'm pretty sure that's out by the. I think my mom said she sold the campground. By the way, I think now that I say that.
Monica, we're going to meet up this year then. If you're going to be in the area.
I've got to look now. I'm pretty sure it's like near. That's where Amboy is. All kinds of towns I don't know. Mendota's right there.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
That's not horrible. You're kind of close, because there's Peru.
There's Ottawa.
Yeah, Peru, Ottawa.
We used to live in Ottawa.
Yeah. No, we lived in Mendota.
We don't live in Mendota. We live by Mendota. We also live by Ottawa.
True. Where you're gonna be living, it's not that far from like Woodhaven Lakes area, because Woodhaven Lakes is in. We lived in Minooka. That's right. Woodhaven Lakes is in Mendota, so you're a little bit further than Mendota. That's what I thought it was over in that area, but I had to double check. So from Joliet, you're looking at probably, my guess from looking at the map here, Gil, it's probably like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's not too much further than it takes to get to, where Steel Scrap Kingdom is and where Paul is and whatnot.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to say going to the campground, it takes us, 2.5 hours?
Something like that.
So you're probably going to be somewhere around 3 hours from where we live. Around. Just about.
I guess that's not to me.
That's still very doable.
We're talking about going and seeing 23KC, and he's like closer to 4 or 5 hours, I think. He's a little bit further from us. He's close, but not so close.
But like I said, this year I really want to get out. I really want to travel and meet people and have fun and make experiences that we'll never forget. So, what's 3 hours when
Exactly.
You'll have a campground too. Like you own the campground, or your family owns the campground, or you're spiking interest because if you've got a campground right there, like we pitch a tent, we have a weekend camping trip, and
Yeah.
we want to do more of that this year too. Like now that we know the kids can handle it.
yeah, they did really, really good.
They really enjoyed it. I didn't know how well they were going to handle it. I thought for sure there was going to be like holy terror fits, especially because we gave them internet at night, but we really didn't let them have internet all day. So I thought like there was going to be just holy terror tantrums, and they asked for internet once night came, and they really didn't have as much they could do, but they didn't throw a fit about the internet. They didn't ask for the internet. They had fun. They brought a ball and they sat there and played for probably an hour with the ball.
They didn't ask for the internet until it started getting dark out, and once it starts getting dark out, there's really not much to do at a campground besides a fire. But I mean,
Sport.
Considering the location, Monica, there could be others out there. I could be wrong, but there's the biggest, most kind of well-known campground in that area is in Mendota, and that's Woodhaven Lakes. So there's a high likelihood he's got a cabin or a camper in Woodhaven Lakes. A lot of people in that area have a camper there.
I'm gonna have one more in them.
No, I'm good. I'm still got a quarter of one to finish. My mom, I think, just sold her cabin there. That's kind of sad because that was something we usually do. But it's probably there. But no, we definitely where you're moving to, you're not that far from us, whether we met up and came out by you and found a campground and camped, or we met up halfway or something. And met up and just like found something we could go do, whether it's fishing or whatever. Because it'd be nice to start meeting some people, like especially the people that are semi-local.
That's one thing I want to do. If I do make it out there this year, which I fully intend on it, I want to see all the regulars, but I want to meet some new YouTubers and some new friends that I've met on YouTube.
Let me translate this for them. So I said I'm going on a YouTube creators tour, and I'm going to start going to new areas. But since I keep coming back to the same damn place because I've kind of become family to those same people, I got to meet some new people so I feel like I've accomplished some of my goal.
Pretty much. You're not wrong. But, let's face facts. There's a lot of YouTubers that are in the Illinois, Indiana, Michigan area that I have not yet been able to meet in person.
Well, I know we've talked about possibly when you come out, going out by 23 KC. Mm-hmm. Now we know Monica's going to be in the area.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, even if we figured out like meeting halfway and going fishing for the day, or we came out close or out by you and found a campground, it's something that we very likely can do this summer. We definitely want to get out camping and stuff more this year. It's just we're trying. Camping is a relatively cheap thing we can do. Traveling all over to different states and stuff, that gets expensive.
Yeah,
so
it gets costly, especially when you're towing like a really heavy trailer full of stuff behind you.
And yeah, like we've got Mike wants to get that new truck. We'll see.
I hope he does. The whole truck thing scares me because I've always, I've had a few trucks, but I was really young. I was like in my early 20s. I really would like to have a truck again. The truck that I want, which is a Toyota Tundra, the SR5, it's about $44,000. So if I were to put 10 grand down, it would still be like $620 a month.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I don't think he really realizes just the expense of these like new trucks. It's like new is probably not going to happen.
Like, holy crap.
So Monica, that was something that we almost did. What was it in 2020 when there was supposed to be the hot sauce festival in Chicago? Phil was supposed to be out here. Crazy Ann, like a lot of people were supposed to be out here during that time, and we had actually like that was one of the things we were going to do. Was like Scrap and Pallet Man was even talking about coming out, and I said like to the people that I trusted because I don't trust every last person on YouTube obviously, but the people that I had talked to enough and known for a while and trusted, we were gonna have a decent handful of people actually come here and just like smoke wings or whatever and just all hang out, have some drinks around the fire, have good food, and just all have a good time. But then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we drink 2 more, we're finished the whole case.
Jesus.
Me
Yeah,
too, Monica. I really would love to see her make it here.
I would love to see her make it here, but I know that's just such a challenge. Crazy Ann getting her out like a couple YouTubers, and I don't remember names, so I'm not even gonna say it, but a couple YouTubers were trying to raise money to get her out here for one of their events, and I don't know where they're exactly located. So I'm like, of course, it's probably not anywhere close to us because I would love to see her, but I don't know if I could make the trip to wherever she's gonna be if she does make it out for that. We're looking at Bourbon Bounty. I'm like someone I can't remember who.
And Oji-san too, right?
Yeah,
I thought
that's right.
Oji-san was doing one.
Like, and we're looking at like this year, Autumn as of right now is qualified to go to Worlds in Arizona. That's going to be a pretty penny and something that I've told her from day one because she's wanted to go to Worlds with Taekwondo. If you get qualified, we'll get you there. I'm not going out there just so you can be there. You have to qualify yourself.
When is that? You know?
That is in July. It would be in July. June is districts, July is Worlds.
All right. As it gets closer, I'm sure you'll have specific dates. Because I told her if I could be there, I would.
Yeah, I'm hoping because like we were told by the instructors that she doesn't have to be there for like all the seminars and stuff like we thought she did. So my hope is if we can get her there, it's gonna be, it would be like probably the day before her competition at the latest, and then we'd stay at least until the night after the second competition because she'd be end up doing both competitions, probably the Worlds and then the AAA. If she's out there, she might as well do the AAA. So like that would be at minimum 3-day stay, but we're looking at it's going to be costly, but she might be going to Arizona for that. We're trying to get to Maine still. We're trying to get to some other places. So making plans if she does get out to Arkansas, that's a decent drive from us, and I don't know that I can make it there.
All the while trying to get our roofs replaced. There's another similarity between you and me.
Yeah. The roof too is a whole nother fiasco. We have to see what happens, and yeah.
The house is almost done though.
That's awesome, man.
Done with the main work, and then it's gonna be like, hey, like we gotta still do flooring in the one area of the upstairs, and that's still not cheap.
Yeah, it's painting and a lot of odds and ends, but
that flooring is the next bigger expense up there because of the wonderful dishwasher. It destroyed our kitchen floor. If you remember when you were here, how it was dipped and like water damaged.
Yeah.
It needs to get fixed at some point. So hopefully, I'm like it's figuring everything out with all the stuff that we want to do. Kind of like Gil says, family first. Like Autumn and Worlds, in a sense, is like one of those priorities because you do what you can for your kids.
I actually wouldn't mind going to Arkansas with the 4-wheelers.
Yeah, Arkansas would be cool.
Arkansas. Crazy. You can go hang with Crazy Ed. I got the 4-wheeler.
I really want to take the 4-wheeler out to Arizona too. So
Florida is actually a really cool place to ride 4-wheelers too, believe it or not.
See, he wants to get out there to all these places, but the downfall is the truck situation.
I need that new truck.
And that new truck is a lot of money.
I need to win the lottery.
Pretty much. I was telling her the same thing. It was like the truck that I want. If I were to turn around and put $10,000 down,
And I truly think
I
the
would
truck is
still be
cheaper
paying
than the
about
one you want.
$620 a month, Mike.
Yeah, I think our payments would be around like $850.
Yeah, it's just insane to think about because that's my mortgage before my escrow is $840 a month. I mean, holy crap!
Yeah, the truck he wants, basically, we're looking at basically the same amount we pay in our mortgage because we don't pay much more than that in mortgage. And the thing that's worrisome, and one of the things that gets me even more is, well, then you have the car insurance. The car insurance is going to be at least $125 for that truck. I guarantee it. Just because it's more for the newer vehicles. And we paid on the Envoy, which was like a 2003 when we had full coverage. We paid almost $100 for that.
The excise tax, on a brand new vehicle here would probably make you pass out.
So, like, you have an outrageous raise in the car insurance, but not only that, it's the cost of living anymore. Like, food's going up, gas is going up on a daily basis, our NIPSCO's going up, everything is raising, and like, quite frankly, with him at the job he's currently at, his pay isn't going up, it's staying the same. So if we're making it now, but we add in a $800 payment, we ain't making it.
Yeah.
Like,
Mike's got to get that side hustle going, and then he'd be golden. Then he could write the truck off as an expense.
There's just a lot of aspects to everything.
Yeah, and that went down pretty quick.
Yeah, we finished off almost the whole case. So
Right on. At least, nice, relaxing evening, shooting the breeze, being real. I love it. The only thing we're missing is a fire.
Troy would agree. He'd be like, s'mores, yes. So hopefully we can get some traveling in this year. Hopefully we can kind of get some things figured out. It would be nice to get out there like we want to. And drinking.
That's something we didn't really do much when you guys were up here last.
I cannot see it now.
What? Did I miss something?
I pointed something out.
You motherfucker. Oh my god.
He's too low.
You turned. And drinking. Yep. Drinking.
Where's he at? There it is.
What am I missing? Monica's like, I'm so confused.
I was too. But now I'm not.
Are you still confused?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm
He's like, I got a text.
I'm comfortable right now. That's all I can say. Oh, Jesus.
Just look at his side profile for a little bit, Monica.
What's wrong with my side profile? The beard's starting to blend together with the tea. What?
It's got that little downward look.
Like it's doing this upward, downward, like
Well,
Did you
the
use a little
ghosting does
scale?
look like it's like a weather system, like a low pressure system coming in from the south.
we don't have the peacock thing going. We got it.
Yeah, it does. It's got that little swirl thing going on, doesn't it?
He pointed it out. I couldn't stop laughing about it. And then he was laughing, so it made it worse. It ain't fixing.
That's why I had to,
It's like autocorrect.
that's why I had to take a picture.
Now it's leaning this way. Look, it's leaning this way now.
Oh my god. Maybe
Damn it,
we had
I'm
a few too many
self-conscious
drinks.
now.
If I'm laughing at his beard, I definitely have too many drinks.
Oh, I probably should hit the bed.
Yeah, this was gonna be it for me after this drink. So
Yeah, he's got like about a little under a half a drink to finish, and then we were probably going to be ending it. we were
really
planning
should
on
do
going
this
like
again.
an hour, maybe hour and a half, and it went a little longer because we were having a good time.
yeah, I said maybe an hour. It's been 2 hours and 12 minutes. So
That's usually the way it goes.
I need to start going live more in general. We need to do this more because it was fun.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Adventures come in all different shapes and sizes. I was waiting for it, but
I contained my remarks.
you did. You contained that explosion of laughter quite well.
I'm laughed out. My side kind of hurts at the moment. No, I'm glad we decided to go live. We actually had some people come in that I haven't seen in a while, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad Gil got to join us.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure our count has been wrong the whole time of how many have been in here because they'll say we have one and we'll have 4 people chatting. So
Yeah, that number doesn't really mean much. Like StreamYards will say one thing, YouTube will say another, and then the chat will seem to say another thing entirely.
well, sometimes you look at it and you're like, man, only one person's watching. Like this is kind of pathetic. And then I'm like, but there's like 6 people chatting.
I don't know. Monica seems to be the only one chatting right now.
Yeah, everyone else kind of fell out. Oh, now it says 4. But it's getting later. I haven't done these late night streams in a while. I used to have a pretty good crowd late at night, but now it seems more people are going to sleep. Like we all figured out what bed was instead of being up all night.
Well, I used to stream a lot. And I really haven't streamed in years, so it's something I need to get back into too. So
It lost its luster for me a while ago for many reasons, but I'm starting to get back into it now too. Like I'm live streaming more as well.
well, I got out of it when everybody was on that growth stream stuff, and
Yeah.
everybody was only focused on, hey, sub to me, I'll sub to you. And
Yeah.
as soon as
It got pretty bad.
yeah, everybody would get everybody in the chat and everybody to leave, and you're on the stream by yourself. I was like, screw this, I'm done.
Like this is what I like about the streams is like even if there's only 3 or 4 people watching, I like when there's like the more personal conversations going on. Like you're actually getting to know the people in the chat. You're joking with the people in the chat. Like that's what I like. I like the more personal chat. I don't care if there's 20 or 4 watching. Now, when you're talking to yourself, like I've had that happen where I'm sitting there like, well, this is nice. There's literally no one chatting. It says 4 people are watching, but no one's chatting. I'm talking to myself. Why am I still live? That I don't like.
Doing a gaming stream makes time fly ×10.
Says the guy that keeps on going live for 3 and 4 hours.
Listen. You know, it's a struggle for me at times to go live for like an hour sometimes, let alone 3 and then another 3 and then you know what I mean. It went by so damn quick.
No, like we definitely need to do this more. Like it's nice just getting on and shooting the shit and having fun and laughing and drinking a little
By the
bit.
way, King Gilgamesh is taking over America.
Have you finished the game? I saw you went live. I think it was
I
yesterday,
haven't.
and I didn't get over there because I was in the middle of doing some stuff.
It's a really, really long game. I waged war with America, and I've taken over 3 cities so far. But I ran out of time. I had stuff I had to take care of, and I had to stop it. So there'll be a climatic ending probably soon.
Usually the ending is pretty climatic.
If we can help it, yeah.
I can't.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
That seems like a good note to end it on.
On that note, I think Gil's ready for bed. Mike's getting ready for bed. I'm probably ready for bed myself. But I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'm glad you guys came in, hung out, even if it was for 10 minutes. We appreciate you.
It was a blast. It's always a blast hanging out with you and Mike and everybody in the chat. And yeah.
Oh, I appreciate everybody that stopped in. Like I need to get on live stream. We both need to get on the live stream a little more often, and I really appreciate Gil popping in and hanging out too. Cause, you know, I need to start spending a little more time with Gil. Gil's a good guy, and I miss him.
Come on, Mike. You got to do it. Got to do it.
I can't do it anymore. I've lost my dick.
Holy shit. He's giving her all she's got, Captain.
I can't do it. I lost my dick. Dick. I can't do it. Dick.
Oh, my God.
Pull yourselves together here.
You all have a scrap happy day / night / whatever you want it to be.
Love each other because you guys never know what everybody's going through. So make sure you guys love your friends, your family, your neighbors because everybody needs a little love.
Dick March, we're about to end this, but I have to say hi and bye at least. But be kind. You don't know what anyone's going through. And Monica, get in touch. We'll plan a drinking stream. Love you guys.
Bye.